All right, back, Goodfellas Sports TV. I wanted to touch on this video the other day. I didn't get to it, but Jason Mitchell was on The Breakfast Club, and I linked that interview in the description on the source link, and he talked about all the allegations that he was facing. Now, it never really came out what he did. Everybody just assumed that it was sexual, but he said it wasn't sexual, and he explained each one of the incidents that he went through. Now, a lot of people say he didn't hurt or help himself with this interview, but it just seemed like it was a lot of stuff that he really couldn't touch on, all right? But he said the thing about Desperados was he got paid in full for that Netflix thing, but he got kicked off because he took a co-worker's wife home. And he FaceTimed her husband. And, you know, at the end of the day, I just guess it didn't look right. And he said he didn't do nothing wrong. They paid him in full. And he just took the woman home. And I guess her husband made a fit about it or whatever. But she said he was out drinking and he just made sure she got home safe. But they made a big deal of it and they said it was a hassle. So he let him go. Now, at the end of the day, I ain't heard nobody rebuttal, get on the gram, make a vlog about any of the accusations that he made. Anything he talked about. Maybe it might be a lock, or it may be a non-disclosure agreement, or it may be understood they can't speak on it. But he said he got paid for Desperados in full, and he moved on to it. And the thing with Tiffany Boone, he said it never was something sexual. But at the end of the day, like he said, he didn't read a lot of the reports because his management team told him not to. He said it never got sexual, but in some of the rumor reports, and they are rumored, said they got to the point where Tiffany Boone had her husband come up there because she didn't feel safe on the set. And he said that him and Tiffany Boone never been friends, but they always butt heads. And that, you know, it never was sexual. Now, he said the lady Ayana, who's in the picture, asked him, like, his friend got killed. I think it was Young Greatness, the rapper out of New Orleans. And he was saying that, you know, he was messed up on the set. And he was about to, he was trying to get back to his room or to his little dresser. And she said, don't go home and self-medicate. And basically insinuated that he was going to go home and get high and, basically mess up his opportunity. And he went off on her. All right. And basically they went to HR, and HR basically, he said, told Ayana if she ever said something to him again, they couldn't say nothing to each other and just avoid each other. Long story short, Ayana overstepped those boundaries. She was the showrunner for the show. She got fired. All right. So then she went to Gossip or whatever it was and started telling stories about Jason Mitchell and saying that, all the rumors you hear basically came from her. All right. So, so he basically said that she was salty because he cussed her out and he wished he would have handled it differently. So basically, when the situation with Tiffany Boone came apart, he said it wasn't sexual. It's just they just never seen eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? And he said I guess they always butt heads. So basically, he said when Disney came in and bought Showtime, they wasn't with it, and they got him, and they didn't want him there no more, so they released him. So his management team told him, don't say nothing, don't come out here, do this, don't just be cool. You know what I'm saying? This should have passed over. He said, well, I got another incident on the plane where I spent $7,800 on a plane ticket to go to and from Conor McGregor and Khabib, the fight. Showtime say, you got a suite here for you. We got 2 tickets for you, front row, if you can get here. He said, cool. He went there, and he said on the way back, they tried to make him move to the back of the plane after he spent $7,800 on the ticket, and he went off on them. And ain't nobody spending almost 10 bands on the ticket and getting to the back of the plane because they overbooked. So he said when all these incidents started coming out, it just piled on and made him seem like he was the bad guy. Obviously, he the black guy. You know what I'm saying? It's always accusations that he did sexual harassment, but it never was proved that he did sexual harassment. He said it was nothing sexual at all. Then there was an incident in Boston where the lady said she slapped him. He said he bought his boys a suite, to show them that it's, they still can get money and they can be successful, try to show them the finer points in life. And she said one of the women was interested in one of his guys, but she was in a conversation too hard. And basically he said, like, bitch, back up. And she slapped him. You know what I'm saying? And then she didn't know he was a star. When she found out he was a star, she went to TMZ and made it seem like he slapped her. So it was just a lot of bullshit in the game for him. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like a lot of stuff he really couldn't go into detail with, probably because of the situation. But he made it clear and said that he wasn't blackballed and he's still getting auditions. And I think he said he got something coming up. So that's good, man. I'm still rolling with him. Hollywood always trying to put a stain on a black man's shirt. Really, no man, black man get out of Hollywood without a stain on their shirt. And I'm not saying he completely innocent. But like he said, you live and you learn. He said he wished he would have handled the situations a lot differently. And then when it was said that one of the ladies that do create the shot said she had never worked with Jason again, he wasn't even aware she said that. But, you know, he said, you know, it is what it is. You know, he said, I'm sorry you feel that way, but everything that was coming out, she pretty much, I forget the lady's name, she pretty much, Lena was her name. She pretty much disowned him. You know what I'm saying? And what's so sad about this is it's a whole bunch of just the shot thing. It's a whole bunch of black people just piling on, losing jobs, and the Chi is going to lose. It's going to lose without Jason Mitchell. I know a lot of people that's not going to watch the show without him. It's going to lose. He was the main character. He was the best character. It's going to lose. So when she said, I'll never work with Mitchell again, or this and that, she is going to lose. Her show is going to lose without him, but I don't think he's completely innocent. But you know what? When you got that attitude, you young, you starting to feel yourself, you don't take no shit, and you cut somebody outside, especially with the Me Too movement going on, you know what I'm saying? You got to watch what you say and watch what you do, because these women going to use it to their advantage to make you look bad. And don't nobody else make black men look bad if it ain't a black man than a black woman. You know, it's a crab in the bucket mentality. We can't just put the BS to the side and get on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a guy that has sexual issues pending against him, and I want to say this, I don't think a guy that did anything that's catastrophic where to be blackballed out of Hollywood like they make it seem, even though he said he not, I don't think a guy like that will get custody of his 2 daughters. He got custody of both his daughters. Full custody. So whatever he did, it couldn't have been that bad. Because the court ain't giving full custody to no black man over no woman. Or no man over no woman. So whatever he did, it must not have been that bad. It must have been a situation where you know, they want, you know, Tiffany Boone situation. They just didn't see part of it. And now she not part of the show no more. He said she moved on to bigger and better things. So nobody really liked her snoozy character. No way. She seemed like she that type of character too. But, you know, she not on the show no more. So Brandon on the show, Tiffany on the show. And really what they done is they killed the foundation of their show by getting rid of Jason Mitchell. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think a person that's terrible and the stuff they was trying to allege and said he did would get custody of 2 girls. Get custody of kids. You know, so I'm glad that he spoke out. Wish he could speak in more context, but at the end of the day, I look forward to seeing him in more movies. I'm going to continue to support him. They using this Me Too movement and this crab in the bucket black mentality stuff, man. That got to stop, man. Because what really happened is we really lost a show that was for us and that was really, really good. And at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to watch it. And if it ain't good, I'm just going to move on to cancel Showtime altogether. But I wish they could work it out, but here's what happened, man. We like to just, you know, crab in the bucket mentality, mess over each other. And they should have just got along. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't innocent. He said he made some mistakes. He talked to some people some way he shouldn't have talked to them. And he'll be a better man than this. Hopefully everybody go on and be successful. Hopefully the Chi continue to be successful. And, you know, it is what it is. But you know what? I don't think he hurt himself doing this interview. It's good to see he's still out here. It's good to know he got custody of his daughters. It's good to know he made some mistakes. And, you know, he said that, hey, if you overindulge, just indulge. If you indulge, that's enough to get you in trouble. So hopefully he learned. Hopefully we won't hear no more BS about him. He on thin ice. Hopefully he continue to have a career and continue to build an empire, man. We need more black actors where we continue to see him. A lot of times we get actors, and that any actors, we see them and they don't come back ever again. Or you see them in an Allstate commercial or some shit like that. So let me know what y'all guys think about the interview. I'll link it in the description. I know I'm a little bit on the late freight. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. That's the best way to donate to the channel. And we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter once again, man. Check us out, man. You got to email me. That's there as well, too. Appreciate the love, support. Interviews in the description on the source link. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. We gone.